your leader in local coverage of high school sports. This is the SVI Sports Network.
Welcome to Bear Lake basketball from Bear Lake High School tonight as Bear Lake Bears set to host the Soda Springs Cardinals. JV game has 1 minute left, about to wrap up. Bears comfortably in the lead, 52-26. They won the C team game by double digits. They're leading the JV game by 26 points. And varsity basketball set to start here in about 15 minutes. Bear Lake Bears in a conference game against the Soda Springs Cardinals. This is a big one. Soda Springs upset Westside in Westside. So if the Bears can get this, we'll have basically a logjam at the top of the conference where Westside has lost. Westside has beat Bear Lake twice. Bear Lake will have beat Soda Springs twice. And it would be basically a three-way tie if Soda Springs can take care of business at home against Westside because they beat them in Dayton. So Bears wrapping up the JV game up by a score of 52-26. Big game, like I said, and let's just jump right into the keys to the game. Nate, what do you got for the keys to the game tonight?
I think my key to the game tonight, Jared, is going to be really a simple one. My key to the game is going to be protect the paint. Against the Westside Pirates a couple days ago, Bear Lake kind of failed to protect the inside, and that led to a lot of easy baskets for Bailiff, Graves, Campbell, et cetera, you name it. The inside was kind of an open space for that game, and Bear Lake, I think it ended up costing them the game ultimately. I think the battle in the paint was what ultimately cost the Bears the game that night, so I'm going to have to say just lock down the inside. Play big, play strong, play physical, box out, just do all the things you can to succeed, and I think as long as you play big on the inside, control rebounds, and don't give up any easy looks, I like our chances tonight.
All right, sorry, I was paying attention. Something was going on down on the court. Didn't see exactly what, but there was a little bit of something going on down there. And we're getting set for Bear Lake basketball. Yeah, I agree with you. Control the paint. Sorry, Nate, I got very distracted. Control the paint is very important, and Bears have got to do that. Graves just had his way inside, and it was kind of, I talked to Coach Ward, and it was help the helper. What was happening is his man was coming over and playing help defense on Campbell when Campbell would penetrate the paint, and nobody was coming to help out the helper. So the help the helper is what's got to happen tonight.
Well, like we kind of touched on, a lot of the points in that game given up were just uncontested layups, a lot of easy buckets at the rim. That was kind of Graves' bread and butter in that game. I think he had a lot of good looks inside, a lot of easy lay-ins, and that's not a knock against anything with Westside. Obviously, Westside had a great game. Not a knock against Graves at all. Just a lot of easy looks, and you got to make those. So, you got to protect the inside. Just put a hand in the shooter's face. Maybe get some blocks on the inside. Just play big. I can't stress it enough. If you're giving up looks on the inside like that, the odds of you winning drastically decline. So, you got to play tough inside.
All right, so my key to the game, and I really I've been busy enough tonight, I haven't put a lot of thought into this, but the Bears just got to come out. We're going to play with confidence. After getting the big win in Soda Springs a couple weeks ago tonight, in fact, it was exactly 2 weeks ago tonight when they went over there. They got the double figures win. That's what's got to happen tonight. Bears have got to come out, play with confidence, play like they are the better team, and come out and control this one from start to finish. Take advantage of home court. This place is packed. This is as busy, as full as this gym's been this year. We've had to pull out the extra set of bleachers during the C team game. There's so many people in the house, and Bears got to take advantage of that home court advantage, take advantage of the confidence in playing on their home court, and come out here, get the win, and establish themselves as a force in this conference.
I will say, playing in front of a big crowd obviously brings some sort of pressure, but all these fans have your back. So they're all supporting you. They all want to see you do great. So come out here, play with confidence, play with knowing you've got a ton of people that are going to cheer you on tonight. You come out, play with confidence, and just play with the Soda Springs Cardinals. I think nothing but positives come from that.
The other thing I think Bears have got to do tonight is help out Bryson. Bryson Crane can't be a one-man wrecking crew. The Bears need to come out and give him some help. You know, every team they play is going to focus on shutting down Bryson Crane. The other night, it was Taylor Roberts that stepped up in the scoring column and was actually the leading scorer in the game, and that's what's got to continue to happen. Bryson is a great player. He's going to do a lot of good things, but you got to help him out. You got to have other people out there that can score the basketball and take some pressure off of him.
I think one of the reasons that this team has been so good for so long, and obviously very great season last season, I think one of the reasons they're so great is because it's not always a one-man show. Last season, if you remember right, Shaw could have an off game and Beresford would step up, and if Beresford had an off game, then Keeter's stepping up. I mean, we run deep typically, so somebody's got to play, second to Bryson, obviously. Bryson's going to be your big guy, your stud inside, but somebody's got to take that role, and like you said, I think Taylor Roberts had a great game last outing at Westside, but I agree completely. Somebody's just got to take over other than Crane.
And that's what we're looking for tonight. This is I emphasized how important of a game it is. Let's look ahead to next week for the girls team real quick. We've got a couple minutes. The girls wrapped up their regular season last night with a big win in Westside. They won by 27 points, finishing off the Westside Pirates season and the Bears regular season as well. Now, it is district tournament play for all of those teams. Westside and Aberdeen finished 4th and 5th in the district. So Aberdeen will play at Westside next Tuesday night. The loser's season is over. The winner advances to the district tournament and will play at Soda Springs. Meanwhile, next Thursday night, Bear Lake Bears right here on this court host the Malad Dragons. It's a battle of the heavyweights in 2nd and 3rd place. Bears took care of business both times they played Malad and won 2 very hard-fought games, took big leads in both games, couldn't finish off the game when Malad, and they let them come all the way back and only won by 3. The game in Bear Lake was not quite as competitive, but it's still a very intense game. Malad's a good team, and we could see a lot of, it should be a very competitive, very fun game. So that's what's going on for the girls as they start district tournament play, and one of the 3 best teams in the state, I would say, well, one of the 5 best teams in the state, I can say that with confidence, is not going to go to the state tournament because only 2 teams, in fact, only really 1.5, but it probably will be 2 because of the play-in game. From our district advances, and I would argue that Soda Springs, Bear Lake, and Malad are 3 of the top 5 teams on the girls' side of the bracket.
I mean, honestly, this season in District 5 is just one of the weirdest things I've ever seen. Like, in the boys' side of things, it's anybody's district. It's up for grabs, and I think every team has a pretty good shot at it. On the girls' side of things, though, I mean, you've got 3 powerhouse basketball teams all in the same conference. So, like we've said before, just kind of a shame that one of them's not going to go to state. All of them deserve to, if we're being completely honest. All 3 of them are great programs, well-coached teams. They're coming out and playing ball and showing out for their fans, and it's unfortunate that one of them won't get to go to state, but that's just the way it goes sometimes.
Absolutely. It's going to be fun, though, as we get into district tournament time. And after Thursday night, winners play winners, losers play losers on Saturday. So that's what we're looking forward in the district tournament. As far as the wrestlers concerned, they had a slow week this year, just the one match, this week, I should say, not this year. Just the one match. They had a duel over in Westside the other night. And this next week on Friday, they go to what they call the district duels, where 4 teams for the 6 teams in the district will be there, and they'll duel each other in Malad. So it should be a fun day for them. That's always a big day. A lot of wrestling. They'll basically wrestle 4 duels in one day. So that's what wrestlers got ahead of them. We're wrapping the season up. It's just a couple weeks till the state tournament for the girls, and just about a month for the state tournament for the boys. They got 2 more weeks of the regular season, and then the in-between, the weekend in between is the state tournament for the wrestlers. So 3 straight weekends in February and early March. We got a lot going on this time of year.
I'll tell you what, just a fun time of the year to be a high school sports fan. Obviously, you got a lot going on, basketball, wrestling. Come out and support as much as you can, obviously. These kids would love to have you out here. Great gym tonight, obviously, as you can see. It's packed all around, and should be a really exciting game tonight. But like we said before, fun to come out, bring the whole family, and just a great experience for everybody.
Not counting tonight, counting tonight, these boys have 5 games left in the regular season, and 2 of them after tonight are still at home, so you got another chance to watch these guys play. The girls are hoping they only have 1 left, because that will mean they have won their game that they are going to play on Thursday, because if they win on Thursday, they'll go on the road. So they're hoping they only have one home game left. If they have two, that means they lost something somewhere. So good luck to the girls, and they'll see them next Thursday. These boys will host Aberdeen and host Malad still on their home court.
So if they win, they don't play on Saturday then?
They do play on Saturday, but they will play at Soda Springs.
Okay.
Because the high seed hosts. And so the girls are hoping they only have one more home game left. Because if they have more than one, that means they lost. So
makes sense, okay. You lost me for a second. I'm glad we're back on the same page.
Hey, so last warm-up shots being taken. We got about 3 minutes before we get this one started. Just to recap, we're back in Bear Lake. We've been talking girls basketball, but this is a boys game. And the boys, if you're just joining us, C team and JV both took care of business. In Soda Springs, the Bear Lake C team lost by 20 tonight. They won by about 12. So they had a great night tonight. The JV team came out and took care of business, buzzer to buzzer. They led in the first half 24-2. They ended up winning the game 52-26. The Bears just took care of business, buzzer to buzzer, looked very comfortable, and they're looking to do the same in the varsity game tonight. And a few extra kids dressed for Coach Ward. He's brought a couple of younger kids that performed well in the JV game up to sit on the end of his bench tonight. We'll see if they get any playing time. And I think we're hoping they do, because that'll mean Bear Lake has got a big lead in this one. But it's not going to be easy. We were talking about the girls being so contested at the top. We've talked about the boys being contested at the top. They're taking turns beating up on each other. Soda Springs beats Westside. Westside beats Bear Lake. Bear Lake beats Soda Springs. And the Bears are hoping that continues tonight. As Soda Springs, it was, I think, a 12-point game. A 12-point victory for Bear Lake in Soda Springs. They're hoping they can repeat that performance or even better it tonight. In a lot of times, people ask, how does that happen? I got to ask that coming in tonight. How does Westside beat us twice? We go into Soda, win by 12. Soda goes into Westside, wins by 15.
I mean, me personally, I don't know what you're about to say, but sometimes I think it's kind of a mental game. Half of the battle is always mental. I don't think there's a single team that can't beat another team in this game, but it all just comes down to what you think you can do. And sometimes it's hard to get over that hump. If you're on a losing streak to a team, I think it's really hard to get in that winning mindset, and sometimes it takes a Herculean effort. But I would say mindset to me would be one of the things that's kind of tough in district play.
I would absolutely agree with that. And the thing that I was going to add to it is matchups. Sometimes certain teams just match up better with other teams, and they're able to take care of business against one team, and because of just a matchup on player versus player. And that's what I'm going to say, along with, and I do agree, effort. Westside has a chip on their shoulder when they play Bear Lake, because we've knocked them out, won 3 straight district titles, and they want revenge.
And I wouldn't say it's like somebody wants it more necessarily. I just think sometimes it's just a mental game of, you're down, you've lost a couple of games to these guys in a row, and you kind of get down on yourself and don't give yourself that opportunity to claw back into the game. I do think Bear Lake hasn't been doing that as much recently. A very scrappy team. Doesn't matter how far they're down, they get back into games.
All right, we're about to do the starting lineups and national anthem, and so I'm going to slip the headset off, and Nate and Lisa take us from here, and we'll get the starting lineups and get this one started in just a couple minutes here on the SVI Sports Network. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Bear Lake High School and Bear Lake basketball. Before we get started tonight, we invite you all to rise, remove your hats, and join us in honoring our country as the Bear Lake High School pep.
Wherever your outdoor adventure takes you, stop first at You Save Phillips 66 in Montpelier. Phillips 66 helps you live to the full on your next off-road adventure, fishing trip, or the next time you go hunting, camping, or hiking. And at You Save, you'll find so much more than fuel. Fill up on all the snacks and drinks that you need for the entire trip. That's You Save Phillips 66 in Montpelier, where it's your convenience, our pleasure.
We take all the decisions and explain them and make it easier for everybody to understand.
We bring a uniqueness to it, and We try to make sure everything is positive and happy and people have a good experience.
People come in and sign papers and they leave and they're happy, they get their house. I like that.
When we hand you that deed to your home, there's not going to be anything that's going to come up later that's going to hurt.
Bear Lake Dental in Montpelier is where kindness and dentistry meet. Our friendly, talented team have years of experience in providing compassionate service and high-quality dental care. Dr. Micah Himmerick, Dr. Monty Weston, and a full staff of dental experts are here to help you create a new smile. Visit Bear Lake Dental at 215 South 4th Street in Montpelier, online at bearlakedental.com, or give us a call at 208-847-0153. Bear Lake Dental, creating happy, beautiful smiles.
Bear Lake Drug in Montpelier is your full-service pharmacy, including prescription refills and medications. Bear Lake Drug also offers services such as rapid strep test, rapid influenza test, and medication synchronization. Ask your pharmacist for more details at Bear Lake Drug on Washington Street in Montpelier. Visit BearLakeDrugID.com. That's BearLakeDrugID.com. It's your local drugstore and a whole lot more. Bear Lake Drug.
Live coverage of Bears basketball continues now on the SVI Sports Network.
For tonight's game, starting with the visitors from Soda Springs.
All right, and it is time now for starting lineups in Bear Lake versus Soda Springs tonight. Starting for Soda Springs, it is number 1, a senior 6'4", Daniel Dockstetter. Number 2, 6'1", senior Caleb Thompson. Number 10, a 5'10", sophomore Cooper Thompson. I've got him, Caleb Thompson first, then Cooper Thompson. Sorry, I didn't get the rest of them for you. We'll come back and grab those for you for the Bear Lake Bears tonight. Sophomore number 3, Caden Anderson. Senior number 11, Rhett Lloyd. A senior number 12, Bryson Crane. Senior number 20, Christian Bush. And a senior number 24, Toby Flake. Bear Lake Bears are coached by Trevor Ward, Jesse Birch, Nate Withridge, Matt Tarbutt, and Kyle Parkinson. All right, and as soon as the lights come back on, I can tell you who the starters are for Soda Springs. I didn't get them, and they took the paper away from me, so I couldn't see what we were doing. Okay, number 12, picking them back up, 6'1", senior Quentin Hansen, and number 22, 5'11", senior Riker Tingy.
All right, we're ready to go. It's going to be Bryson Crane jumping it up against it. Daniel Dockstetter. And young man had a bracelet on. He'll have to take that off. That was Riker Tingy. A lot of us wear those, and sometimes the kids forget to take them off pre-game. So here we go. Ball's in the air, controlled. They're going to say re-jump. It's controlled by Bear Lake. They're going to say it was something was up. It's going to make them re-jump it. And Crane controls again, tips it to Toby Flake. Bears have the ball. Here we go. Caden Anderson will set the offense as we get started in this district rivalry. Backdoor cut. Lloyd come back out to Flake. Flake down the lane. He'll come back out to Lloyd. 19 seconds on the shot clock as the Bears reset. Now to Anderson. Anderson in the corner to Crane. Crane back out to Anderson. In the corner to Lloyd. Lloyd, step back three, doesn't take it, goes instead to Flake. Flake will drive the lane. Floater up, no good. Rebound. Crane tipped it off the backboard and missed it. And then it comes down and knocked out of bounds by Bear Lake. It'll be Soda Springs basketball. 7:26 to go in the first period. 0-0 score. Thompson brings it in the front court. Goes over to Tingy. Tingy looking for a cutter. Up top, it goes to Hansen. Hansen to Dockstetter. Now to Thompson. Thompson drives the lane, throws it up. He's tripped, he's fouled. He'll shoot two. So number 10, Cooper Thompson to the foul line.
That foul goes on Lloyd, his first.
7:04 left. First trip to the line for either team, obviously. And Thompson rims in the first. 1-0 lead is Soda Springs, breaks in the scoring column first. Just under a minute of basketball played, and it is 2-0 as he makes them both. So the aggressive drive to the hoop results in an and one, and now a block as Thompson cuts off Lloyd as he caught the ball. He knocked him down. Close call. Thompson wanted the charge there.
Thompson's first.
Anderson will bring the ball in the front court in a 1-0 game. No, it should be 2-0 game. They didn't put the second point up on the scoreboard. Crane backing down his man, goes in the corner to Anderson, now to Lloyd, and the Bears will reset the offense. 22 seconds left on the shot clock as Lloyd goes to Flake. Flake looking for Crane, not there. He's going to drive all the way down the lane. He's tripped up, but he finally gets it inside to Crane. Crane turn around, no good, in and out, rebound. Goes to the Cardinals. Hansen came down with that one. Thompson going to drive the lane. Off balance, floater, no good. Right into the hands of Crane, quickly up ahead to Flake. Flake is fouled as he goes up. He'll go to line, he'll shoot two. That was a good move by Toby Flake to pump Flake. Pump Flake. We'll call that a pump Flake.
That foul goes on Tingy, his first.
Stopped and pump faked before just going up for the layup. And Tingy ran over him from behind. Flake will go to line, have a chance at the Jacobson. I listened to the BYU game today, and that has a different name. The Jacobson Heating and Air Conditioning foul line, and Flake gets the first one to go. So both teams get their first points of the night, courtesy of the foul line. With 6:16 left to play in the first quarter, it is 2-1. Bush gets the rebound, though, off the miss, and reset the offense. Flake with it. 6:10 to go. Anderson to Lloyd. Lloyd looking for the cutter, nothing there, so he'll dribble across the top, go to Flake on the wing. Flake will go to Bush on the foul line. His jumper blocked by Hansen, who gets the rebound. Good job there by Hansen to get up high and block that shot. Quickly up ahead to Cooper Thompson. Thompson will dribble up top. Caleb Thompson down the lane. His shot's blocked and into the hands of Anderson. Flake with a good block. And Anderson will go cross court to Flake. Down the corner, Lloyd. Lloyd sets his feet for three. No good. Rebound is going to be tipped out of bounds off of Christian Bush. It will be Soda Springs basketball. 2-1 game. We're 2.5 minutes in, and all the points have been scored from the Jacobson Heating and Air Conditioning foul line in this one so far. Cooper Thompson around the screen, goes down the lane, kicks it out to Dockstader, now to Hansen. Hansen's three is an air ball. The rebound, though, is pulled down by Soda Springs inside. Shovel pass to Hansen baseline. He shoots that one long, and Christian Bush gets the rebound. He's tripped up, falls to the ground, but flips it ahead. Flake to Crane. Crane layup good. Bryson Crane gets the first 2 points that don't come for the foul line for either team tonight. Bears are up 3-2. Hansen with it, and in the corner it goes to Caleb Thompson. Up top now to Tingy. Tingy fouled there, but they don't call it. Hansen drives down the lane, gets his man in the air, up and no good. But he'll go to line. He'll shoot two.
That one is going to go on Bush. Kind of got him over the head.
Good up and under move there by Hansen, and Bush gets the foul. 4:39 left in the first period. Hansen ties it up. All three Soda Springs Cardinals points to this point in the game have come courtesy of the foul line.
Kyan Kirby in for Tingy. And coming into the game for the Bears was Roberts.
And both foul shots good, 4-3.
In for Flake.
Thank you.
In favor of the Soda Springs Cardinals. Anderson goes to Crane. He's up at the top. He'll go back to Anderson. They'll reset the offense now to Roberts. Roberts in the corner to Lloyd. Lloyd looking for the inside pass to Crane. It's not there. Roberts now to Anderson. He's fouled from behind. That's a big one.
That goes on Caleb Cooper. Sorry, Cooper Thompson, his second.
And he knew it. He reached in from behind trying to knock it away.
Is that not who they called it on?
They did. They just haven't put it up on the board yet. They definitely called it on number 10. There's not a number 20 out there for Soda Springs, so it is 2 fouls on Cooper. Anderson with it. Inside to Crane, now to Bush. Bush spins down the lane, nice move, but it's blocked by Hanson again. And then the ball's knocked away from him by Crane into the hands of Lloyd. Lloyd is going to draw the 3rd foul on Thompson.
Yeah, they do not have the credit for that foul. That should be his 3rd. They have him for only 2. The book did not get the 2nd foul.
And they're clarifying right now because it should have been on him, and that is his 3rd. And they're clarifying right now because he signaled it on 20. They don't have a 20. It was definitely on 10. So the officials coming over to visit. Yep.
Yep, so that is 3 on Cooper Thompson already.
It'll send Rhett Lloyd to the foul line, to the Jacobson Heating and Air Conditioning foul line, where he'll shoot 2. And all 4 points for the Soda Springs Cardinals have come from the foul line. Lloyd misses the first, so Bears are only 1 of 3 from the foul line.
So Thompson will come out to protect Tim Osborne in the game for him. They still haven't corrected that on the board, but they were discussing it, so hopefully it's in the book.
So the second Jacobson Heating and Air Conditioning foul shot is good. We're tied at 4. And Dockstader up top to Caleb Thompson. Now to Dockstader. He's looking, goes to Thompson. Thompson 3 on the way. High off the backboard, no good, into the hands of Taylor Roberts. Roberts will get it to Lloyd. Here come the Bears. Tie game, 4-4. We're halfway through the first quarter. And the Soda Springs Cardinals yet to have a shot go in from the field. All of their points coming from the foul line as Bryson Crane muscles it up and in. Bryson Crane with 4. The Bears with the lead, 6-2. Biggest lead of the game for the Bears is 2 points. Soda's had a 2-point lead. And then Rhett Lloyd steps in, takes that pass away. He'll drive all the way down. No good. He goes to the floor hard. A lot of contact. And Soda comes the other way with it down the lane. And Bear Lake fans wanted to travel. He's just cut off on the sideline. Now he finally gets it to Hanson. Hanson's going to drive down the sideline and throw it away. So Bears force the turnover.
Right, another change. Osborne out and Tingy back in. Tingy went out for just a minute. He had a bloody nose. He's back in the game.
Caden Anderson goes to Rhett Lloyd. Bears set the offense. They're up by 2. Crane with it. He's going to drive down the lane. Corner to Lloyd. Lloyd for 3. High off the backboard. No, and a foul. It'll be Bear Lake basketball underneath. The rebound went to Soda Springs.
That foul goes on Caleb Thompson, his first. I actually have that as their 5th foul. They never did give them the credit of that foul, but it's okay.
Ball comes in, so those Bears will shoot next time. Hopefully they'll get it right. And Rhett Lloyd with the basketball up top. He's going to go to Flake. Flake is going to be called for the offensive foul. It was a delayed whistle, but it was the correct call.
It was the correct call, yes. He pushed off.
Tried to create a little space, knocked the Soda Springs player to the ground.
All right, Warner in the game for Bush.
Thompson will bring the ball into the front court. He goes to Tingy. Tingy is going to drive the lane. It's blocked out of bounds. It'll be Soda Springs basketball. As Bryson Crane swatted that one. 1:59 left in the quarter, and Soda Springs still yet to make a field goal. All 4 of their points have come from the foul line. Tingy gets his pass knocked away and out of bounds. 23 seconds left on the shot clock. It'll still be Soda Springs basketball in the far corner down by the concession stand. They'll inbound. The only points in this game scored that haven't been at the foul line have been scored by Bryson Crane. He has 4. Everything else for the Bears and the Cardinals have been scored from the foul line. 2 for Bear Lake, 4 for Soda Springs. Hansen's going to drive. Taken away by Roberts. Roberts down the lane. He gets it taken away. That's one he wanted to get the layup, but he probably should have pulled it up. And now Tingy falls down with it, and it's going to be a jump ball. Tingy slipped as he went to the floor. Crane jumped in there, tied him up. It'll be Soda Springs basketball. 28 seconds on the shot clock, 1:29 on the game clock.
Anderson coming back into the game, this time for Lloyd.
And Thompson, Caleb Thompson, will inbound baseline. He's going to come in to Tingy. Tingy will go back to Thompson. Thompson back to Tingy. Tingy will back it out near half court. And he stumbles again, but he gets his dribble back this time. Goes to Dockstetter, to Cooper Thompson. Thompson drives lane, has a shot blocked, but they call a foul this time.
That one goes on Crane, his first.
So in Soda Springs, Crane had 3 early fouls. And tonight he's got 1, is all in the first quarter. Thompson misses the first foul shot. That's their first miss of the game.
Bush coming back into the game for Crane.
Give Crane a rest to end this quarter. Bears up by 2, 6-4, 1:12 left in the first quarter. Thompson's second foul shot is good. So 6-5 in favor of the Bears. Roberts will give it to Flake. The Bears break the full court pressure, and the Bears will set the offense. Caden Anderson will take it at the top of the key in between the circles. Calling for a screen. He's going to drive, go in the corner to Roberts. Roberts for 3. No good. Rebound is taken by Soda Springs, and then quick foul on Soda. And and Tingy doesn't like the no call. He wanted a foul there. But it is a timeout. And we'll see. It's at 30. We'll take it with him on the SVI Sports Network.
Amazing people work at the Bear Lake Memorial Hospital in Montpelier. From the receptionists to the doctors, the x-ray techs to the food service staff, from the phlebotomist to housekeeping and everyone in between. The care you receive can't be matched anywhere else. We really care about your health. We care about you. We work hard to have top quality equipment and facilities and provide a wide range of services so we can serve every patient. When selecting your healthcare providers, choose Bear Lake Memorial Hospital.
Here's Jared and Lisa and the SVI Sports crew with more live coverage of Bears basketball.
6-5 on your Bear Lake Memorial Hospital scoreboard. The Soda Springs Cardinals are still yet to make a basket. All 5 of their points have come from the foul line with 48 seconds left here in the first quarter. Bears have 2 made baskets and 2 foul shots for a 6-5 lead. Hansen goes down the lane, up and in. So 7-6 is the score in favor of Soda. Each team has had a game-high 2-point lead. They've traded baskets several times, and Anderson throws it away. Turnover, Bear Lake. As Roberts was cutting and Anderson threw it outside. Soda has the ball. They can work for a last shot as there's only 27 seconds left on the game clock, so the shot clock is turned off. Hansen's going to go down the lane and up and in.
Right through traffic, too.
They just kind of parted the waters for him. Anderson with the ball. 15 seconds left. Bears down by 3. Flake is going to drive. Needs some help. He'll get it across to Anderson. 3 seconds left. Anderson to Warner. Warner threw up the 3. Bears were unaware of the time on the clock and were standing around to set the play. Don't get a good shot off. We'll be back in 60 seconds with the second quarter right after this on the SVI Sports Network.
Live coverage of Bear Lake High School sports on SVI Media is made possible by Gary Tusher CPA, bookkeeping, tax returns, and payroll. Here to help. Stephen Hammond Dental, local family dentistry. Lenhard Beverages, proud to support the Bear Lake Bears. And you save Phillips 66. Live life to the full.
Don't you just love going to Caribou Ford in the winter?
It's right in the middle of Eastern Idaho Playground, over Fish Creek Summit. Just beautiful.
By the fishing hole.
Might as well stop for a little soak on the way home.
We're Caribou Ford with the famous warranty forever.
And we're still keeping it simple in Soda Springs.
You're watching Bear Lake basketball on the SVI Sports Network.
Bears trail at 9-6 on your Bear Lake Memorial Hospital scoreboard. As we start the second quarter, Bear Lake has the basketball. Bear Lake has their starters on the court as we come back, as do the Cardinals. Lloyd gets the ball to Bush at the top of the key. Bush will get it to Flake. Flake to Crane, out in three-point range. Crane inside to Bush. Bush is going to come outside to Flake, now to Anderson, three-pointer from the corner. We're tied. There's a first. Phillips 66 U-save, three-point shot of the game. We're tied up as Caden Anderson scores the first points of the second quarter. And now Hanson has the ball taken away from him by Lloyd. Lloyd will bring the ball into the front court, and Thompson runs over his back. And no call. You can hear the crowd wanted that one. That was Lloyd with situational awareness. He knew he had Thompson behind him. Lloyd inside to Bush. Bush with the easy layup. And 5 quick ones for the Bears to take the 2-point lead.
How did we get it? What happened there? Anderson just got called for a foul.
On the inbound, he tried to knock the ball away.
Oh, okay. Didn't see it.
The first foul of the quarter, and Hanson to Tingy. Tingy down the lane in the corner to Thompson. Thompson drives, shoots, lays it way short, right into the hands of Crane. Now to Anderson. Bears run into the corner to Lloyd. Lloyd will bring it back out and slow it down. Anderson to Lloyd on the wing. Looking for a cutter. He'll go to Crane up top. Crane throws it into Flake. Flake wasn't looking for the ball, and it's right into the hands of Hanson. And now Dockstetter with it. He'll go out to Cooper Thompson. And now to Tingy. Tingy across the top. He'll go inside to Hanson. Hanson spin move up and blocked. And Flake brings it down. Bush blocked that shot. Flake will get it to Anderson. Anderson to Crane. Crane drives baseline, loses the ball, and is taken away by Tingy. He kind of lost his footing and lost the dribble as he did so. Bears up by 2, 11-9. Thompson drives. Oh, that was a big call there. Could have gone either way, and it went against Bear Lake. If it would have gone against Soda, it would have been his 4th foul.
That one goes on Lloyd, his second.
And so with 6:03 left in the second quarter, Tingy gets the ball on the inbounds. He'll back it out, now go to Thompson. Thompson cross court to Dockstetter. Back to Thompson. Thompson inside, knocked away by Bush, taken down by Bush. Knocked away from him into the hands of Crane. Crane with the layup at the other end. Bears up by 4. They were down by 3 to start the quarter. They've scored all the points in the quarter and are up now 13-9. Inside it goes to Hanson, into the corner to Tingy. Tingy will go back to Thompson. Thompson says, let's reset with 20 seconds left on the shot clock. In the corner to Tingy. He drives, cut off, so it goes back out to Thompson for 3, leaves it short, and rebounds out of bounds off of Bear Lake. Flake couldn't quite reach it, and he knocked it out.
Roberts going to come back into the game for Lloyd.
13-9 in favor of the Bears.
Soda also going to make a substitution here. Caleb Thompson coming out, and in the game is Kyan Kirby.
So fresh shot clock. Thompson to inbound baseline. Gets it to Dockstetter. Now baseline to Hanson. Hanson drives, cut off, comes back out to Dockstetter. Cross court to Thompson. Inside to Tingy. Tingy down the lane, up and in. Nice up and under move to avoid the tall timber. First points of the quarter for the Cardinals. It's 13-11. Bears lead down to 2. 5 minutes left to play in the first half. Anderson up top, directing some traffic. He goes to Flake. Flake is going to go to Anderson in the far corner in front of the cheerleaders. He'll launch the 3 long, and the long rebound goes to Crane. Pump fake back to Anderson. He'll shoot the three again. No good. Long, and into the hands of Hansen. So 2 good looks there for Anderson. He misses them both, and the Cardinals come away with the basketball. Tingy with it. He'll come to Dockstetter in front of the Bear Lake bench. Back up to Tingy between the circles. Now to Thompson. Thompson drives the lane, and shovels no good. Rebound to Bush. Bears run. Crane with it. He goes to Flake, back to Crane. Crane, spin move, up, and no good. And rebound goes to Dockstetter. And Tingy into the front court. He goes all the way down the lane. Misses the shot. Putback is missed, and then Crane gets the rebound. Bears quickly the other way. Crane down the lane. Scoop shot misses. And they call the foul on Soda Springs.
That foul goes on Hansen, his first.
Cardinals did not like that. They thought it should have been a no call. And it would have been okay for the Bears for it to be no call because Crane hit the putback. He'll shoot 2 at the Jacobson Heating and Air Conditioning foul line. He leaves the first one short. Bears lead is 2.
Lloyd and Warner in for Anderson and Bush.
So Bryce and Crane will have one more from the Jacobson Heating and Air Conditioning foul line. This one goes, and the Bear Lake lead is back to 3 at 14-11. Tingy with it in the backcourt. Now he gets in the front court, finally to Thompson. Now cross court to Tingy. Tingy back to Thompson between the circles, out near the center court circle, inside to Hansen. Hansen has nowhere to go with it, finally gets it to Dockstetter in the corner. Dockstetter around the screen, gets the back cut into Hansen. Nice move by Hansen. The up and under got his man in the air, and then scooped it up on the backside and cuts the Bear Lake lead to just 1 at 14-13. Roberts with it. He's going to go in the corner to Crane. Crane pump fakes the 3, goes cross court, kicked off by Cooper Thompson. He's going to go all the way. Layup is good, and Soda Springs back in the lead. The dangerous cross court pass was picked off and led to an easy bucket the other way. Lloyd goes to Flake. Flake inside to Warner. Warner pump fake up and in. And then Crane, they called turnover on Soda Springs. Dockstetter didn't see Crane. He stepped over the line trying to inbound it. And it's a turnover. It's Bear Lake basketball.
So was that basket he just made good or no?
No, the second one was not. The one by Warner was. The one by Crane was not. It's just a turnover. It'll be Bear Lake basketball.
Anderson and Flake to the bench.
That's another one where they made the right call, but it actually, if they wouldn't have made a call, it would have benefited Bear Lake because Crane had the easy bucket after the steal. But he stepped inbounds before he threw it. Anderson with the ball. He's going to dribble across the top to Lloyd. Bears have 15 seconds on the shot clock. Lloyd in the corner to Anderson. Gets Kirby in the air, but then goes back out to Lloyd. Cross court to Roberts, but is knocked out of bounds by Cooper Thompson. Good defense there.
That'll leave 6 seconds on the shot clock for the Bears.
And timeout taken by Coach Ward with 2:18 left. And it's a full. We'll be back in 60 seconds on the SVI Sports Network.
You have a list of things. None of those things say wander around a warehouse looking for somebody to help you, or walk out not knowing if you got exactly what you need. Nope, you have a list of things, and Ace has them, from the brands you trust. We also have people like Pete who ask the right questions to make sure you get everything you need. Because at Ace, we have our own list, and great service is at the top.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
If RPMs raise your BPMs, if the open road is an open invitation, then get up and go. Go turn some heads. Go turn a wrench. Go windows down. Go volume up. Go in. Go out. Go off. Napa has America's largest network of parts and care, here to keep you firing on all cylinders.
It's the SVI Sports Network with Jared and Lisa and live coverage of Bear Lake basketball.
Bears lead it by a score of 16-15 on your Bear Lake Memorial Hospital scoreboard with 2:18 left in the first half. Soda Springs was up by 3 to start the quarter, and then a turnover is knocked away and out of bounds, and they say Bear Lake touched it, so Bears don't even get it inbounded there. And the Cardinals have the ball and a chance to retake the lead as Thompson, and his 3 fouls, gets it to Tingy, back cut to Thompson, and it's knocked out of bounds by Anderson. It will be Soda Springs baseball baseline. With
Soda Springs baseball?
Soda Springs basketball baseline with 28 ticks on the shot clock. Hansen will shoot the 3 on the inbound, leave it short, but the rebound and putback by Thompson. He had the inside position, and Soda takes the lead by a point, 17-16. Lloyd directing some traffic, and then it's going to be a foul on Tingy as he reaches in from behind.
His second.
That pass was intended for Roberts, and Tingy came through and commits the foul. Anderson will reset the offense in the backcourt. Bears down by a point, 17-16. Lloyd with it. Lloyd looking inside, nothing there. He'll dribble across the top, go to Bush. Bush to Lloyd. Lloyd dribbles down the lane, all the way in, he's fouled. He'll go to the line, he'll shoot 2.
That one goes on Kirby, his first.
So another chance from the Jacobson Heating and Air Conditioning foul line for the Bear Lake Bears to tie and or take the lead if you can make them both. Rhett Lloyd, lefty, rolls the first one off the left side of the rim.
Doc Stetter coming back into the game, this time for Tingy.
And they must see some blood on Lloyd. They're going to make him come over and clean it up before he takes his foul shot. I don't know if it's his nose or his hand. There's some blood on his knee. But they're going to send Trayson Wright in, and he'll take the second foul shot for Lloyd, as Lloyd will go to the locker room and get a Band-Aid on and get cleaned up. Trayson Wright will come in to the Jacobson Mountain Air foul line with a chance to tie the game for Bear Lake with 1:35 left to go in the first half. And Wright leaves it short, rebound into the hands of Caleb Thompson. He hands it to Cooper, and the Cardinals with the 1-point lead in the basketball. Now to Cooper Thompson. He drives baseline, and Bush swats the ball and then runs it down in the corner. So good defensive play by Bush. He gets it to Warner. Warner gets it to Anderson, and Bears coming to the front court. Anderson goes to Wright. Wright in the corner to Roberts. Roberts thought about the 3. He'll come back out to Anderson. And Bears will set the offense down by a point with 1 minute left to go here in the half. Low scoring first half, 17-16 in favor of Soda Springs. Wright with the baseline jumper gives the Bears a lead. Good play there by Trayson Wright. Nice confident shot on the baseline. And Kirby with it for Soda Springs. Back to Thompson. There's about 17 seconds difference between shot clock and game clock. Dockstetter with it out in 3-point range. Now top of the key to Thompson, in the corner to Thompson. Dockstetter steps into a 3, misses. Rebound to Anderson, and shot clock is off. Bears can work for 1 if they want to. Coach Ward is saying that's what they need to do. 25 seconds left. Bears with a 1-point lead. Roberts with it, now to Wright. Wright elevates from 3, no good. Rebound to Thompson. And so the Cardinals can now work for the last shot. Kirby, baseline, gets it to Hansen. Hansen drives and misses the layup. Rebound to Warner. Warner's pass, though, is picked off, and then he blocks the shot. It'll send Hansen to the line.
So that foul goes on Warner.
So with 2.9 seconds left, Soda Springs back to the foul line with a chance to tie or take the lead. Low scoring affair. And Hansen misses the first. He'll have one more.
And into the game, Jack Lee replacing Cooper Thompson.
This one rolls around and in. Anderson into the front court. He'll launch for three at the buzzer. No. So it's halftime. It's 18-18. We're right where we started, all even as we go to half, as the Bear Lake Bears and the Soda Springs Cardinals knotted in a low-scoring back-and-forth affair. Neither team had bigger than a 4-point lead. In fact, I don't know if either team had bigger than a 3-point lead in that half, and it went back and forth. We're going to go into halftime, and we'll see if the cheerleaders are going to perform. If they do, we'll keep it here and let them perform, let you see it while we do our halftime stats. If they don't perform, we'll go ahead and take you to halftime, take a 2-minute break, and catch our breath before we come back. What a interesting first half. It looked like Soda came out early and was going to establish themselves. They couldn't score, though, except for from the foul line, and so the Bears stayed in it. In fact, took the lead eventually. The first 4 points from the field in the game were in favor of the Bear Lake Bears, but they only got 6 points in the whole first quarter. And so just an interesting back-and-forth night in this very important conference game.
I mean, you talk about momentum in the first half, and I feel like, momentum usually swings really heavily for one team every bit, for a section of time, and then really heavily for another. Game flow is usually multiple minutes of momentum at a time. I feel like this game's been multiple seconds of momentum. There really hasn't been a big push or pull as far as who's pulling ahead or who's pushing, away.
Yeah, not a lot of, I agree, not a lot of game flow, not a lot of momentum. So we're going to go to halftime. They're not going to perform. We'll take a 2-minute break. We'll be back with the halftime stats in 2 minutes here on the SVI Sports Network.
I've always said this about title companies. We all do the same exact thing. But it's the people that make the difference.
This new brand is going to represent who we are.
Honesty, integrity, loyalty, kindness, hard work, thoroughness. Nobody would buy anything without knowing they're getting it free and clear of somebody else's debt or problems. And that's the whole purpose of a title search, is to make sure that we can ensure clear title.
And it was critical that we have a brand that really describes that.
The team at the Montpelier office of Flying S Title and Escrow are ready to assist you with your next real estate transaction and are proud to support the Bear Lake Bears. Visit Flying S Title and Escrow at 469 Washington Street or call 208-847-1300. Also available at fste.com. Wherever your outdoor adventure takes you, stop first at You Save Phillips 66 in Montpelier. Phillips 66 helps you live to the full on your next off-road adventure, fishing trip, or the next time you go hunting, camping, or hiking. And at You Save, you'll find so much more than fuel. Fill up on all the snacks and drinks that you need for the entire trip. That's You Save Phillips 66 in Montpelier, where it's your convenience, our pleasure.
We take all the decisions and explain them and make it easier for everybody to understand.
We bring a uniqueness to it, and we try to make sure everything is positive and happy and people have a good experience.
People come in and sign the papers and they leave and they're happy, they get the house. I like that.
When we hand you that deed to your home, there's not going to be anything that's going to come up later that's going to hurt.
Live coverage of Bears basketball continues now on the SVI Sports Network.
Welcome back to the Caribou Ford halftime show. Bear Lake Bears and Soda Springs Cardinals knotted at 18. In an entertaining yet low-scoring first half of play. Lisa, who did the damage starting with the Soda Springs Cardinals?
All right, their high score at the half, Hansen with 9. Cooper Thompson has 6, followed by Teamy with 2. And Caleb Thompson with 1. They're shooting 31% overall. 6 out of 14, 42% from the 2-point range. They're 0 for 5 from the 3-point line, and 6 out of 9, 66% from the foul line. 13 rebounds so far in the first half, 8 defensive rebounds, 5 offensive rebounds. And foul trouble, Cooper Thompson with 3. Teamy has 2, a couple other guys with 1 each. Caleb Thompson, Kirby, and Hansen all with 1.
So big stat there for me, 0 for 5 from 3. And Hansen, the only one really consistently making it for him even from 2.
For Bear Lake, Crane leading with 7 points, 3 for Anderson, 2 for Bush, 2 for Warner, 2 for Wright, 1 for Flake, and 1 for Lloyd. 33% shooting overall from the field. They're 50%, 6 out of 12 from the 2-point range, 1 for 9, 11% from the 3-point, and 3 out of 9, 33% from the foul line. 13 rebounds, 10 defensive, 3 offensive rebounds, and foul trouble for the Bears. Lloyd with 2, several with 1, Anderson, Warner, Crane, Bush, and Flake, all with 1 each.
So the stat that stands out there for me is the same as the one I said for Soda. The 3-point shooting, combined 1 out of 14 for the 2 teams. It reminds me of last night. Combined 1 out of 27 for the girls in Westside. Between the 2 teams, they made 1 out of 27 attempts. The Bears and Cardinals tonight, 1 out of 14 between the 2 teams combined.
Again, foul shooting too.
That's what I was going to say. A thing that stands out to me is foul shooting, especially. If Bear Lake's able to knock down twice the amount of free throws they have, I mean, obviously you go into with a lead, but foul shooting's just been the bane of Bear Lake's existence. You've got to knock down the free throws. They're free for a reason. If you're not knocking down your shots from the line, it's really hard to take over a game and swing the momentum.
And it's been a problem since the beginning of the season.
Absolutely.
It's been something they've been struggling with. And
I kind of feel like a broken record
right.
when I keep saying it. Like we've said this, but foul shooting has to improve for the Bears at some point.
You like the fact that they got to the line 9 times,
yeah.
But they only made 3 of those 9 attempts. And like you said, if you even shoot 66%, which isn't still not even good from 3, they've got a 3-point halftime lead. If they just equal Soda Springs from the 3-point line.
Just an interesting game all around.
Foul line.
Obviously, the free throw line issues. I think they've done a pretty good job defensively. I will say there have been a few easy buckets inside, but I think that's just mostly just a bit late on rotations from what I've seen. Nothing too crazy, but swarming defense. They're getting a lot of steals, getting a lot of turnovers, forcing a lot of tough looks. I mean, defensively they've played pretty well. It's just offensively, when you go into halftime with only 18 points, you're never really happy about that. You want to be a little higher, around 25-30. So I'm sure in the locker room right now, Coach Trevor Ward's looking for ways to score more efficiently on the offensive side of the ball.
If you're a guy that looks at trends and numbers, which I like to do, Soda Springs outscored us 9-6 in the first. Bear Lake outscored Soda 12-9 in the second. So Bear Lake defense holding Soda to a consistent 9 points a quarter while improving their scoring. If Bears can continue that in the second half, you got to like their chances.
And what was the score Chuck used to always want to hold his teams to?
45.
Yeah, under 45, you're supposed to win 9 times out of 10. So defensively, really good showing, but offensively, you're kind of in that same boat. I mean, Soda Springs on the other side saying the exact same thing. Defensively, we're locking these guys down, but on the offensive side of the ball, we got to figure things out.
And that's Coach Ward. I've talked to him. He has that same philosophy as Coach Carlson used to. You look to hold a team under 45, and you feel like if you can do that, and it's harder now in the shot clock era, but if you feel like you can hold the team under 45 points, you're going to win most games.
And like I said, defense is a really important key. I think for me personally, defense is always going to come first before offense because offense can be found. Defense, I mean, you've got to play tough defense or you're not going to win very many games. Obviously, you want to shut down your opponents, allow the least amount of points as possible, and then the offense just comes as a side for defense.
Okay, let's take one more 60-second break here on the Caribou Forward Halftime Show, and we'll come back with second half action right after this on the SVI Sports Network.
Bear Lake Dental in Montpelier is where kindness and dentistry meet. Our friendly, talented team have years of experience in providing compassionate service and high-quality dental care. Dr. Micah Himmerick, Dr. Monty Weston, and a full staff of dental experts are here to help you create a new smile. Visit Bear Lake Dental at 215 South 4th Street in Montpelier. Online at bearlakeddental.com or give us a call at 208-847-0153. Bear Lake Dental, creating happy, beautiful smiles.
Bear Lake Drug in Montpelier is your full-service pharmacy, including prescription refills and medications. Bear Lake Drug also offers services such as rapid strep test, rapid influenza test, and medication synchronization. Ask your pharmacist for more details at Bear Lake Drug on Washington Street in Montpelier. Visit BearLakeDrugID.com. That's BearLakeDrugID.com. It's your local drugstore and a whole lot more. Bear Lake Drug.
You're watching Bear Lake Basketball on the SVI Sports Network.
That's going to wrap up our Caribou Ford halftime show. Caribou Ford in Soda Springs, keeping it simple with a warranty that lasts forever. What do you love most about your Caribou Ford? And the Bear Lake Memorial Hospital scoreboard knotted at 18. Soda Springs will have the ball to start the second half. Both teams will start with the same players on the court. They started the game with Thompson, Tingy, Hansen, and Dockstetter for the Cardinals. Anderson out there with Crane, Lloyd, Bush, and Flake. Hansen down the lane, strong, misses it, and rebounded by the Bear Lake Bears. Crane to Flake, ball's knocked away from him, taken away by Dockstetter, so turnovers to start the second half. Thompson and Tingy was out of bounds when he caught it. So a block shot and 2 turnovers to start this second half. We've only played 26 seconds. Bear Lake's turned it over once, Soda's turned it over once. Bear Lake blocked a shot. And Crane has the ball. Lob into Bush for the slam! Alley-oop dunk! 20-18. Thompson quickly the other way. Gets cut off baseline out to Thompson. He'll drive to Tingy. Tingy looking inside. Nothing there. He'll drive the lane. Get cut off. He's going to come back up top to Thompson. Thompson fakes the 3. He now drives the lane. He's tied up, but I think he's going to be fouled. What a play.
That one goes on Hansen, his second.
That's actually on Crane.
Oh, sorry.
White 12 instead of black 12. Roberts quickly in the bench in the game for Lloyd. Not sure what that was about. As a 3-pointer on the way and no good by Dockstetter. Crane with the rebound, quickly up ahead to Roberts. And he has the ball taken away from him, but then kicked out of bounds by Hansen. So Hansen, good hands as Roberts went up for the shot. He just knocked it away, but then he kicked it out of bounds.
Lloyd right back in.
So whatever it was, they just need to give him a quick break and then put him right back out there. He was out for half a possession is all. Bears have 27 seconds left on the shot clock. Into Crane on the inbound, now to Anderson. Anderson pump fakes the 3. Lob into Bush, and he misses. And some of the Bears fans thought there should have been contact called there. Cooper Thompson with it in the backcourt. He'll set up the offense. Now to Caleb Thompson. Up top to Tingy. And now to Thompson. Thompson going to drive. Ditch it to Tingy. Now to Dockstetter. Dockstetter to Hansen. Hansen drives. Up and under move is no good, and Bush gets the rebound. Lloyd brings the ball into the front court, and Bears will set it up to Anderson. Anderson across the top, now to Flake. Flake goes inside to Crane. Crane up and in, off the backboard and good. 4-point Bear Lake lead as they scored all 4 points in the second half, 22-18. Thompson has the ball knocked away by Lloyd. He gets it to Flake. Flake's layup, no good. Lloyd dishes the rebound to Anderson. He misses. Anderson can't come down with the rebound. Tingy on the breakaway. He's going to go down, has his shot swatted, and Flake will bring the ball into the front court for the Bears. And the Bears will slow it down, and then Thompson pushes Crane from behind. And Thompson knocks Crane to the ground. And we're going to see what happens. They call the...
That foul goes on Caleb Thompson, by the way.
And I don't think it was as rough as it looked. I don't think it was intended to be as rough as it looked. Crane pulled up short, and Thompson ran over him from behind. The Bear Lake fans wanted to intentional foul called, and then the Soda fans wanted Crane called for the technical because Crane got up and got in the face of Thompson after he knocked him down. After it's all said and done, it's Bear Lake basketball, and Flake will miss the three. Rebound goes to Lloyd. He dishes inside to Bush. Bush out to Flake. Flake fakes the three, drives the lane, goes inside to Bush. It's knocked away, but he's fouled, and that's going to be big because I think that's number 3.
That goes on Tingy. Yeah, his third. Tingy to the bench, and Kyan Kirby coming in for him. And on the other side, Flake goes to the bench. Roberts in for him for Bear Lake.
Roberts hits Lloyd in the corner on the inbound. Lloyd will bring it up top, go to Anderson. Bears set the offense. Up by 4, 5 minutes to go in the quarter. Anderson to Roberts. Roberts looking inside for Bush, not there, so goes to Crane. Now inside to Bush, back outside to Crane, now to Anderson in the corner. Anderson's going to drive out to Crane. Crane down the lane, he'll shoot and miss it. Rebound off the backboard and into the hands of Thompson. Here come the Cardinals. Cooper Thompson with it, he's going to drive, take it all the way in. His shot's blocked, but he's fouled. He'll go to the line, he'll shoot 2.
That goes on Lloyd. That'll be his third.
They're going to say it was before the shot.
Flake coming in for Lloyd.
So it will be Soda Springs basketball on the baseline. 4.5 minutes left to go in the third quarter. Ball comes into Dockstetter, up and in. Kind of just a little floater down the lane. He gets it to go. First points of the half for the Cardinals. Bears have only scored 4, so we're still tight in a tight game. 22-20 in favor of Bear Lake. Here with 4:17 left in the third quarter. Flake lobs inside to Crane. Crane in the corner to Roberts. Roberts drives out top to Flake. Flake drives. He's going to kick it to Anderson. Anderson's going to drive and put it up off the backboard. No good. Rebound to Dockstetter. Good move by Anderson. Just couldn't quite get himself squared enough to get that one to go in. Cooper Thompson calling the play. Goes to Dockstetter. Dockstetter is going to go to Hansen. Hansen with the foul line jumper. We're tied at 22. Crane will bring the ball into the front court for the Bears. 4-4 in the second half, 22-22 in the game, with 3:35 left in the third quarter. Anderson drives, goes to Flake. Flake lobs inside to Bush for the easy deuce. Bush gets the easy 2 on the inside, 24-22, Bears in lead. Dockstetter down quickly, he'll drive baseline, get cut off. Crane just takes the ball away from him. And the Bears quickly into the front court and then knocked away from behind and taken away by Kirby. And then Crane saves it. Bear Lake basketball inside to Bush. And they call Crane for the Bush for the travel before he could pass it off.
All right, Warner going to come into the game for Bush.
That was a wild sequence right there, as there was about 3 turnovers in about 4 seconds. Thompson will bring it up court. Bears lead by 2. 3 minutes left in the third quarter. 24-22 in this low-scoring back and forth affair. Hansen to Dockstetter. Dockstetter for 3. Yes, and the foul. Dockstetter will put the Cardinals in the lead by 1. Chance to make a 4-point play.
That foul goes on Taylor Roberts, his first.
25-24. Soda Springs. Dockstetter makes the foul shot. And it's a 2-point Soda lead. Neither team can really pull away. Neither team can really get much momentum in this game. Anderson with the ball, now goes to Flake. Flake on the wing. He'll go up top to Warner. Warner to Crane in 3-point range. Defended by Dockstetter. He'll shovel to Anderson, and 10 seconds left on the shot clock. Anderson backs it out, resets the offense. Now to Crane. Crane with 5 seconds left. He'll go to Anderson. Anderson will drive, shoot, and miss it at the buzzer. Quentin Hansen with the rebound for the Cardinals. Quickly up ahead to Kirby. He'll go to Dockstetter in three-point range. He'll go to Thompson. Thompson drives the lanes, goes back to Kirby, and then back out top to Hanson. Hanson's going to drive and run over Warner, and it's a charge. It takes 2 points off the board because the shot went in. Big play there by Warner to draw the foul. 26-24 in favor of the Cardinals. Bear Lake with the basketball. We're under 2 minutes left to go in the third quarter. Anderson directing traffic, can now go to Flake. Flake double teamed. Dribbles out of it, goes to Crane. Crane's jump shot, good. We're tied again. Bryson Crane with the jumper to go into double figures. He's got 11. So number 12 for both teams has 11 points as the leading scorer for both teams, Hanson and Crane. As Hanson has it now, he goes in the corner to Kirby. Kirby runs it down, and he'll come back out top to Cooper Thompson. Cooper is going to go into the corner to Dockstetter. Fakes the three, down the lane, misses, and then the rebound to Kirby. He misses. Rebound is going to be tipped and taken by Thompson. He'll reset the offense. In the corner, Thompson back out to Kirby, inside to Hanson. Pump fakes, spins, pump fakes, spins, back out to Dockstetter. Corner three on the way from Thompson. It's good. So multiple possessions there with the offensive rebounds leads to a 3-point Soda Springs lead at 29-26. Anderson goes inside to Crane. Crane up and it's blocked, but it's out of bounds. It will be Bear Lake basketball. It will be Bush coming off the bench before we inbound it. He'll replace Crane with 40 seconds left, so Crane will get an extended break here with the quarter coming. Flake to Trigger on the baseline. He goes out to Warner, now to Bush. Bush back to Flake. Flake for three. It's blocked, but right into the hands of Bush for an easy deuce. So Bush cleans up the missed shot off the block, and Thompson travels. He took like 4 steps. Wow, Dockstetter fakes the three, steps back, shoots the three, misses, and rebound is off the back of the backboard, Bear Lake basketball. Dockstetter had a chance to put a kind of a nail and extend the lead. Instead, Bear Lake will have 21 seconds to take a final shot and maybe take the lead going into the fourth quarter.
Jack Lee coming in for Soda, giving Cooper Thompson a break.
Anderson will let the ball roll, finally pick it up, and the Bears, with 19 seconds left, will set the offense. Flake with it on the wing. And he looks for the back cut, not there, so he's just going to drive. The ball's taken away by Kirby. And now here comes Dockstetter. He slows it up, gives it to Kirby. In the corner, Lee misses. Bush rebounds, and that's going to be the end of the third quarter. Bears will trail it by 1 after a tie at the end of 2. It's 1 point, Soda lead at the end of 3. We'll take a quick 30-second break and come back with the fourth quarter in 30 seconds here on the SVI Sports Network.
Amazing people work at the Bear Lake Memorial Hospital in Montpelier. From the receptionists to the doctors, the x-ray techs to the food service staff, from the phlebotomist to housekeeping and everyone in between. The care you receive can't be matched anywhere else. We really care about your health. We care about you. We work hard to have top quality equipment and facilities and provide a wide range of services so we can serve every patient. When selecting your healthcare providers, choose Bear Lake Memorial Hospital.
Here's Jared and Lisa and the SVI Sports crew with more live coverage of Bears basketball.
29-28 in favor of the Soda Springs Cardinals on your Bear Lake Memorial Hospital scoreboard. Is we're ready to start the fourth quarter. Bear Lake will start the fourth quarter the way they started the game, that they're with Anderson, Crane, Flake, Lloyd, and Bush. The Cardinals with their starting lineup on the court: Thompson, Tingy, Dockstetter, and Hanson. Anderson will bring the ball into the front court and set up the offense. Tingy steps out on him. Anderson still looking. He'll go inside to Crane. Crane down the lane, up and no good. Rebound by Bush. Put back, no good. Oh, Bryson Crane went down
hard. Hard. He's down.
That's not good. as he was undercut on the rebound. He went up high, and he hit his head when he came down. Let's take a 60-second break. We'll be back in 60 seconds on the SVI Sports Network.
Live coverage of Bear Lake High School sports on SVI Media is made possible by Gary Tusher CPA, bookkeeping, tax returns, and payroll. Here to help, Stephen Hammond Dental, local family dentistry. Lenhart Beverages, proud to support the Bear Lake Bears. And you save Phillips 66. Live life to the full.
Don't you just love going to Caribou Ford in the winter?
It's right in the middle of Eastern Idaho Playground, over Fish Creek Summit. Just beautiful.
By the fishing hole.
Might as well stop for a little soak on the way home.
We're Caribou Ford with the famous warranty forever.
And we're still keeping it simple in Soda Springs.
We come back as Toby Flake makes the Phillips 66 U-Save three-point shot to give the Bear Lake Bears a 2-point lead. The good news is Bryson Crane limped into the locker room. It was not his head, it was his hip. The shot missed by Soda Springs, and rebound to Thompson, now to Dockstetter. And it's a 2-point Bear Lake lead. Thompson down the lane, misses. Rebound to Flake. Flake gives it to Lloyd. Bears have the ball. Bears have the 2-point lead with 7 minutes left to go in this one. The Phillips 66 U-Save three-point shot by Flake is the difference in the game right now, as Hansen sends Lloyd into the backcourt. There'll be a foul on him.
It's his third. Again, very unintentional.
Oh, yeah.
Just going for the ball.
Absolutely. He thought he had a chance to get a steal.
Yeah, just a physical play. Not like physical dirty, just physical.
Yep.
Lloyd with it. He gets it to Flake. And that's, I'll say that on that foul on Crane. Is Bush up, can't get it to go. Could have given the Bears the 4-point lead. Thompson with the rebound. Now to Cooper Thompson. Same thing with that foul on Crane. He just went high in the air, sprained his ankle when he came down, hit his hip, not his head.
Yeah.
And
they gave that foul to Tingy.
His fourth, which checks him out of the game, as Thompson in the corner. Looks to drive. He'll kick it back upside to Cooper Thompson. 10 seconds left on the shot clock. Thompson will launch the three. It's good. They're back in the lead by a point. So not much going on. Kind of a broken play, and leads to a 1-point Soda Springs lead. Anderson with it. He'll go cross court to Lloyd. Lloyd dribbles in. He'll come back out top to Anderson. Anderson to Lloyd. Looking for a cutter. Gets it inside to Flake. It's knocked away, and then they're going to call a foul. There's going to be a foul on Toby Flake.
That'll be his second.
So as Soda got the steal, and Flake trying to get it back, commits the foul. 5:41 left in a tight ball game. Soda up by just a point. The big news, though, is Bryson Crane is in the locker room. Dockstetter with it. He'll go to Thompson. Thompson for three. That's Caleb Thompson. Rebound is out of bounds off of Soda Springs. It'll be Bear Lake basketball.
They said it was a tipped ball.
And I do think that he was correct when he changed it, but the crowd, neither crowd liked it. The Soda didn't like the original call. The Bears crowd didn't like the changed call. Soda Springs basketball on the baseline. Dockstetter alley-oops the inbound for two. It's a 3-point Soda Springs lead. Timeout taken by Coach Ward. We'll take it with him. It's a full. We'll be back in 60 seconds on the SVI Sports Network.
You have a list of things. None of those things say wander around a warehouse looking for somebody to help you, or walk out not knowing if you got exactly what you need. Nope, you have a list of things, and Ace has them, from the brands you trust. We also have people like Pete who ask the right questions to make sure you get everything you need. Because at Ace, we have our own list, and great service is at the top.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
If RPMs raise your BPMs, if the open road is an open invitation, then get up and go. Go turn some heads. Go turn a wrench. Go windows down. Go volume up. Go in. Go out. Go off. Napa has America's largest network of parts and care, here to keep you firing on all cylinders.
It's the SVI Sports Network with Jared and Lisa, and live coverage of Bear Lake basketball.
Bear Lake down by 3 as we come back to live action in the fourth quarter. The good news is Bryson Crane is at the scorer's table to check back in. Warner goes inside, can't get it to go. A rebound is going to be taken down and still on the floor. 5-4, now going to be a foul. It's going to go against Bear Lake.
And I think Toby Flake, yep, his third.
So Crane left in a tie game. He comes back in a game that Soda leads by 3, but Soda has the basketball. 5:05 left.
Crane replaces Flake. Go ahead. Sorry.
Cooper Thompson comes down the court with it. Now in the corner to Dockstetter. Crane steals it immediately. Then Dockstetter gets it back as Crane knocked it away but couldn't control the dribble. Thompson guns down the lane. He's cut off in the corner to Dockstetter for 3. No good. Crane with the rebound. Quickly up ahead to Warner. Warner loses the ball. Gets back out to Crane with it. Crane will shoot the 3. No, but Warner with the rebound. He misses the putback. And then Soda can't control the rebound. It'll be Bear Lake basketball. So Bears miss a couple of opportunities there to tie it up or at least cut into the lead. But they still have the ball with 4:34 to go, 31-second shot clock. Lloyd will inbound on the baseline. And he'll get it into Bush. Bush to Anderson. Anderson to Lloyd. Lloyd shoots the 3 from the corner. No good. Bush with the rebound. And he's going to get it to Lloyd. Lloyd gets it to Crane. Crane to Anderson. And the Bears will calm it down, set the offense now to Lloyd. Anderson with it, hands back to Lloyd, back to Anderson. 18-second shot clock, plenty of time for the Bears. Lloyd will drive all the way in the corner. Bush for 3, no good. Rebound to Warner, he's fouled. He'll shoot 2. I think this place would have gone absolutely crazy had Bush made that 3-point shot. He missed it, but Warner will go to the line to the Jacobson Heating and Air Conditioning foul line and a chance to shoot 2.
Caleb Thompson called for that foul, his third.
So both Thompsons with 3 and Tingy with 4. Warner's foul shot is long and no good. 4:02 left. And Bears trail it by 3, 34-31. Warner for one more. Jacobson Mountain Air foul line has not been friendly to the Bears as Warner misses them both. Rebound to Hansen. Bears have left a lot of points at the Jacobson Mountain Air foul line tonight. Thompson out in 3-point range. Goes across the top now to Hansen. Hansen cut off as he tries to drive baseline. He gets it knocked away from him, then he goes baseline, and they call the foul.
Oh, he was out of bounds, but probably pushed. That one goes on Bush, his second.
Tingy and his 4 fouls will check back into the game with 3:46 left. And quickly into Thompson. He's going to drive, be cut off. He'll go in the corner to Cooper Thompson. He'll drive. Dishes to Hansen. Hansen dishes it in. 5-point lead, biggest lead of the game for Soda Springs at 36-31. 3.5 minutes left to go in this one. Crane pump fakes, drives, shoots, misses. Rebound to Tingy. And the Cardinals have the ball in the 5-point lead. This is the first time in the game that I feel like either team has had momentum, and it's all Soda Springs right now in the momentum column as Thompson gives it to Caleb Thompson. He dribbles across the top, goes to Dockstetter, back to Thompson. He loses the ball, gets it inside to Hansen. Hansen throws it up wildly. And they're going to say he was on the floor when he was fouled, so that no shot.
That goes on Lloyd, his fourth.
So he was fouled before the shot. It'll be Soda Springs ball on the baseline. Into Dockstetter. He tries that little alley-oop that he scored on earlier. It misses this time. Rebound to Warner. Anderson will bring it in the front court. Bears down by 5. Anderson tries to go in the corner to Crane, but it's knocked out of bounds by Thompson. Crane was open early. Anderson kind of fumbled the ball before he made the pass. Gave that just enough time for Thompson to recover. Lloyd to inbound baseline. He'll come out top to Crane. Crane in the corner to Lloyd. Lloyd open for 3. Yes, there's a Phillips 66 U-Save 3-point shot, and it's a 2-point game as Lloyd drills this Phillips 66 U-Save 3 from the corner. Thompson to set the offense. 2-point game. Thompson drives, cut off, loses the ball, gets it back. He scored because he lost the ball. When he lost the ball, the defense scrambled, and when he recovered off the loose ball, found himself wide open. That's one of those, if he doesn't lose the ball on the dribble, he probably has to pass that back out. Knocked out of bounds by Thompson. It'll be Bear Lake basketball. 4 points, Soda Springs lead, 38-34. Sometimes a little bit of luck comes into things. He was cut off, double teamed, loose ball turned into an easy bucket. Anderson goes to Lloyd. Lloyd will dribble across the top, reset the offense to Anderson. 10 seconds on the shot clock inside. Ball's knocked away from Crane, picked up by Tingy, and he'll go to Cooper Thompson. 4 points, sort of lead, they'll call timeout. We'll take it with them, it's a full 60-second break on the SVI Sports Network.
I've always said this about title companies. We all do the same exact thing. But it's the people that make the difference.
This new brand is going to represent who we are.
Honesty, integrity, loyalty, kindness, hard work, thoroughness. Nobody would buy anything without knowing they're getting it free and clear of somebody else's debt or problems. And that's the whole purpose of a title search, is to make sure that we can ensure clear title.
And it was critical that we have a brand that really describes that.
The team at the Montpelier office of Flying S Title and Escrow are ready to assist you with your next real estate transaction and are proud to support the Bear Lake Bears. Visit Flying S Title and Escrow at 469 Washington Street or call 208-847-1300. Also available at fste.com.
Your leader in local coverage of high school sports. This is the SVI Sports Network.
38-34, Soda Springs in lead. They led by 1 at the end of 3. They lead by 4 right now with 1:45 left to play as Cooper Thompson dribbles into the front court. And he'll go into the corner to Caleb Thompson. He gets cut off, comes clear back out to Tingy near half court. Soda content to take time as Thompson drives, kicks it back out to Hansen. Hansen travels. And they call the ball out of bounds off of Bear Lake. The shot was blocked. That was, I don't know if he actually traveled, but he took the 1.5 steps you usually get on a layup very, very slowly. And now the official is talking to the Soda Springs bench. It finally comes in to Dockstetter. Hansen, no. Rebound to Anderson. That was a big play right there for Bear Lake to get that miss as Anderson brings the ball into the front court. 4-point game. We're nearing a minute left to play. Anderson into Crane at the foul line. Crane down the lane, up and in. It's a 2-point game, 38-36 with 1:05 left to play. Bears have cut the Soda lead to 2, 13 for Crane. Dockstetter out to Tingy. They had some open looks there, decided not to take them. Thompson's gonna drive, go to Caleb Thompson. He drives, he's tied up, jump ball, It's a jump ball. Oh no, the official from the other side changes the call.
Crane foul, or Lloyd just fouled out.
So the official that was right there, 5 feet from the ball, calls a jump ball. The side official comes in, changes the call to a foul on Lloyd. And with 47 seconds left, Rhett Lloyd fouls out.
Roberts comes in for him.
Cooper Thompson can make it a Caleb Thompson can make it a 2-possession game from the line, but I'll let the crowd tell you he missed it.
Kirby in for Tingy.
47 seconds left in a 2-point game. Thompson at the line. He gets it to go. So it's a 3-point game. Anderson will bring it in, and the timeout taken by Bear Lake. Couldn't even hear the whistle because of the crowd noise. It's a 30. We'll take it on the SBI Sports Network.
Wherever your outdoor adventure takes you, stop first at You Save Phillips 66 in Montpelier. Phillips 66 helps you live to the full on your next off-road adventure, fishing trip, or the next time you go hunting, camping, or hiking. And at You Save, you'll find so much more than fuel. Fill up on all the snacks and drinks that you need for the entire trip. That's You Save Phillips 66 in Montpelier, where it's your convenience, our pleasure.
Live coverage of Bears basketball continues now on the SVI Sports Network.
39-36 on your Bear Lake Memorial Hospital scoreboard. You just saw an ad for Phillips 66 U-Save, and that's what we need right now is a Phillips 66 U-Save 3-point shot as the Bears trail it by 3. They don't need a 3-pointer on this possession, but they need to have some urgency as Anderson will bring the ball into the front court. Bears trail it by 3. Anderson will get it to Crane. Crane back to Anderson. Anderson in the corner to Roberts. Roberts for 3 for the tie. Yes!
What a shot by Taylor Roberts, the biggest shot of his career. Let's go.
We're tied at 39, and there's a timeout taken by Soda Springs. Taylor Roberts with the big shot, the Phillips 66 U-Save 3-point shot. Timeout Cardinals. It's a full. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
We take all the decisions and explain them and make it easier for everybody to understand.
We bring a uniqueness to it, and we try to make sure everything is positive and happy and people have a good experience.
People come in and sign papers and they leave and they're happy, they get their house. I like that.
When we hand you that deed to your home, there's not going to be anything that's going to come up later that's going to hurt.
Bear Lake Dental in Montpelier is where kindness and dentistry meet. Our friendly, talented team have years of experience in providing compassionate service and high-quality dental care. Dr. Micah Himmerick, Dr. Monty Weston, and a full staff of dental experts are here to help you create a new smile. Visit Bear Lake Dental at 215 South 4th Street in Montpelier. Online at bearlakedental.com or give us a call at 208-847-0153. Bear Lake Dental, creating happy, beautiful smiles.
Here's Jared and Lisa and the SVI Sports crew with more live coverage of Bears basketball.
Buckle up as Taylor Roberts with the gentle push and mile mark and the old Cab High Globe hit home. The Bears and the Cardinals tied at 39 with 27 ticks left in this game. Cooper Thompson brings it in the front court. Here we go. Looks like the Soda's going to be content to work for a final shot. They're clear out at half court, not looking to set up the offense. Now down to 15. They're going to look to win it here. Anderson out on Thompson, now to Dockstetter. Down to 10 seconds in the corner to Tingy. Out to Dockstetter. He'll come around the screen to Thompson. Thompson shoots. He misses. Rebound to Crane. Timeout. That's it. No, they called travel, but the time ran out.
We're going to overtime.
Let's see if they say there was any time left. Soda Springs wants.
They want 2 seconds on the clock.
And let's see what the referees are going to do.
If they give them 2 seconds, that's crazy talk.
They're going to go with .3.
So enough time for a catch and shoot.
Catch and shoot. You can't take a dribble. So it'll be Soda Springs basketball underneath their own hoop. Catch and shoot. That's it. That's what they got time for. They're going to call timeout. It'll be 0.3 seconds left when they get the clock reset. Let's see who took the timeout. Soda Springs takes it. It's a 60. We'll just keep it right here because we've had several. That was a big call. They easily could have said no, time expires, because the buzzer and the whistle were almost simultaneous there.
I mean, it was close. I knew it wasn't going to be close to the 2 seconds like Soda Springs bench wanted.
Yeah, they
but
wanted
I knew it was either within a few tenths of a second or at 0. It was close. I honestly do think that's the right call. It's a big call in this situation, but I do think it's the correct call. I think he went down a little early.
Well, Thompson's shot went up at 3 seconds, and Crane had time to rebound it and come down and fall. So there had to have been less than 2 seconds.
So 0.3, and what I'm going to look for is they're going to lob it into Dockstetter like they have.
I would agree.
times.
I think they're going to go with a quick lob play here, see if they can get it to go and end this thing in regulation. Watch for the lob right here.
Cooper Thompson to inbound. 0.3 seconds left. Here we go. Catch and shoot. You don't have time to even come down with it. And he throws it off the backboard. Tipped, I think, actually by Taylor Roberts. The time expires. We're headed to overtime. So Taylor Roberts tips the inbound pass. It doesn't even get in. And it will be overtime. Free basketball. We'll be back in 60 seconds on the SVI Sports Network.
Bear Lake Drug in Montpelier is your full-service pharmacy, including prescription refills and medications. Bear Lake Drug also offers services such as rapid strep test, rapid influenza test, and medication synchronization. Ask your pharmacist for more details at Bear Lake Drug on Washington Street in Montpelier. Visit BearLakeDrugID.com. That's BearLakeDrugID.com. It's your local drugstore and a whole lot more. Bear Lake Drug.
Amazing people work at the Bear Lake Memorial Hospital in Montpelier. From the receptionist to the doctors, the x-ray techs to the food service staff, from the phlebotomist to housekeeping and everyone in between. The care you receive can't be matched anywhere else. We really care about your health. We care about you. We work hard to have top quality equipment and facilities and provide a wide range of services so we can serve every patient. When selecting your healthcare providers, choose Bear Lake Memorial Hospital.
You're watching Bear Lake basketball on the SVI Sports Network.
Free basketball, Soda Springs versus Bear Lake, as Taylor Roberts made 2 big plays at the end. First of all, he made the three-pointer to tie it. Then he tipped the inbound pass, so there was no chance of them getting an inbound to end the game. Soda Springs got what they wanted. They did get a tip. I mean, they did get a shot. They did get a shot off with just before time expired. And they called the exact same thing. They called a quick tip. He tipped the ball before it even got on above the referee's head. You can't do that. So it's a violation, a quick tip violation. And so it'll be Bear Lake basketball.
The more you know, I guess.
I didn't even see it.
Yeah,
I'm impressed with your basketball knowledge,
He
Jared.
tipped it before it got high enough in the air. You can't do that. You have to let it get above the official's head. So Roberts will give it to Bush at the top of the key. Inside to Crane. Crane up, misses. He gets his own rebound and put back. So Crane with a strong move. Bear Lake leads by 2 here early in the extra period. Caleb Thompson is going to go all the way down the lane and get the layup to go. Help defense came over, but it was a little late. And we're tied at 41. Anderson to Roberts. Roberts has the ball knocked away from him by Thompson, but he gets it back. He goes inside to Crane. It's stolen away from Crane. And it'll be Soda Springs basketball. Inside to Hansen. His shot's blocked, but they say he was fouled before he went up. He'll still go to line. He'll still shoot 2.
That one goes on Flake, his 4th.
So Lloyd already out of the game with 5 fouls. Now Flake with 4. And Hansen can give the Cardinals the lead if he makes 2 here. His first one, you guessed by the crowd noise, he missed. 3:11 left in overtime, 41-41. Hansen to the line for his second. He leaves that one short. Bush with the rebound, and it's a jump ball. Tingy reached in and tied him up. Jump ball to be Soda Springs basketball. So Hansen missed 2, but the alternate possession goes to Soda. Cooper Thompson inbound baseline. He goes into Hansen. Good. Just a little float shot. That's what they wanted to at the end of regulation that they didn't get. They get it there. It's a 2-point Soda Springs lead. Anderson looking to Crane, and he's going to have to go to Roberts instead. Roberts back to Anderson. Tingy on him. Now he gets it to Crane on the foul line. Crane's fouled by Tingy. He's done.
That's his 5th.
Only the 4th foul, though. And they're waiting for Soda to sub in. The sub is standing there, and I don't know why they're not just waving him in.
Kyan Kirby coming in for Tingy.
So he could have waved him in immediately because Kirby was there before the referee came over. It'll be Bear Lake basketball on the baseline. 2:46 left in overtime. Anderson for 3 on the inbound. No. Rebound to Crane. Crane gets it to Bush. He goes back out to Flake. Flake drives in. Floater. Good. He's fouled. Count it. We're tied.
That one goes on Caleb Thompson, his 4th.
What a move by Toby Flake to tie it up and have a chance from the Jacobson Heating and Air Conditioning foul line to give the Bear Lake Bears the lead. 2:36 left here in the extra frame. Free basketball. The Bears and the Cardinals knotted at 43. No good. Rebound to Thompson. He gets it to Kirby. And here come the Cardinals in a tie game. 43-43. Hansen with it out near 3-point range. He goes to Dockstetter. Dockstetter baseline to Thompson. Thompson fakes a 3. He's fouled. I think that's going to be Flake's 5th.
Yep.
It was a good pump fake baseline by Thompson to get Flake in the air, and then as he drove past him, Flake bumped him.
Warner coming into the game for Flake.
So Cooper Thompson to the line. He'll have a chance to shoot 2 to give Soda Springs the lead here in overtime. Crowd tells you, off the back of the rim and out. That's the 3rd miss in a row here in overtime from the foul line, and 4th in a row, and Taylor Roberts secures the rebound for Bear Lake. He gives it to Anderson. 43-43, we're all tied up to Crane, foul line. He goes in the corner to Warner. Warner back up top to Anderson. Anderson will bounce past it to Crane in 3-point range. He'll come back out to Anderson, 15-second shot clock. Anderson resets the offense, goes to Roberts, 10 seconds on the shot clock. Roberts to Crane, 5 seconds on the shot clock. Anderson with it, he'll shoot the 3 at the buzzer, makes it in! What a shot! Bears up by 3, Phil 66, you save, 3-point make. 46-43, 1:35 left.
We've seen it twice out of him.
Thompson gonna drive, be cut off, throw it in the air, no good. Roberts with the rebound, fouled by Thompson. Thompson fouls out.
That's his 5th.
And Thompson not happy with the call.
Coming off the bench, number 14. I don't even have him on my list. Better add him.
Randy Stevens, a sophomore, is the only 14 I see on the roster. So Bears up by 3, and Taylor Roberts to the Jacobson Mountain Air foul line with 1:28 left in overtime. Misses the first. He'll have one more. So two starters have fouled out for both
I'll tell you,
teams.
whoever comes away losing this game is going to look at free throws as a big factor in this.
Seriously.
Roberts makes it a two-possession game, 47-43 with 1:28 left in overtime, 47-43. Bears lead. Cooper Thompson out at the Bear Paw. And timeout taken by Soda Springs. Dock Center made one from the corner, but they call timeout first. It's a full. We'll be back in 60 seconds on the SVI Sports Network.
Live coverage of Bear Lake High School sports on SVI Media is made possible by Gary Tusher CPA, bookkeeping, tax returns, and payroll. Here to help. Stephen Hammond Dental, local family dentistry. Lenhard Beverages, proud to support the Bear Lake Bears. And you save Phillips 66. Live life to the full.
Don't you just love going to Caribou Ford in the winter?
It's right in the middle of Eastern Idaho Playground, over Fish Creek Summit. Just beautiful.
By the fishing hole.
Might as well stop for a little soak on the way home.
We're Caribou Ford with the famous warranty forever.
And we're still keeping it simple in Soda Springs.
It's the SVI Sports Network with Jared and Lisa and live coverage of Bear Lake basketball.
47-43 on the Bear Lake Memorial Hospital scoreboard in overtime. Bears lead it by 4. Hansen with it, gives it to Cooper Thompson. Thompson now to Dockstetter. Dockstetter. Anderson takes it away, but then Thompson gets it back. Thompson, no, timeout. Reset the shot clock. They blew it dead. They blew it dead before the shot. Soda Springs noted for good reason, very upset.
I'm not sure about that. I didn't think Anderson ever got full possession of that ball.
So he was blowing it dead to try to benefit Soda Springs, but they made the three. It was definitely after the whistle, but this will be Soda Springs basketball. 35-second shot clock, 1:09 game clock. Thompson, long three, hand in his face, no good. Rebound taken by Bush. Bush up ahead to Warner. Warner is massacred, no call. Quickly up ahead to Thompson. And Bears cut him off. They'll go out to Dockstetter for three. He banks it in. It's a one-point game, Bear Lake basketball. Roberts with it, gets it to Crane. Bears into the front court. Anderson will set the offense. Being defended by Dockstetter. Now Dockstetter backs off. Kirby on him for Roberts. Roberts lobs into Crane. Crane gets it to Bush. Layup is good! 30 seconds left. 3-point Bear Lake lead. And final timeout taken by the Cardinals. That's their last. 27 seconds left. Bears up by 3. And not sure on that last drive. I think this is just a 30, so we'll keep it here. That last drive by Warner. And there was a lot of contact, no call. He missed, but the Bears end up eventually getting the 2 points and getting the lead. 49-46, Bears up by 3, 27 seconds left. This is almost identical to the end of the game when the Cardinals worked for a last-second shot with 27 seconds left. Could not get it to go.
I mean, I just feel like the officiating in this game has been lenient both ways for the most part. They're letting them play tonight. Nothing against it, just as long as it's consistent. But yeah, I mean, it's about the same thing.
Okay, number 0, Chase Jacobson, has just checked into the game for Soda Springs. 3 timeouts left for Bear Lake, no timeouts left for Soda. 27 seconds left, and it'll be Soda Springs basketball. Thompson with it in the backcourt. Oh wow! Bears wanted a double dribble, no call. And Jacobson with it. Now cross court to Thompson. Thompson, long three, no. Rebound, taken down by Bush, and he throws it away. Dockstetter for 3, no. Rebound to Hansen.
What are we calling here?
They called a foul on Bear Lake, which is okay.
That's not actually a bad thing right there.
Picks up his second, I believe.
So Bear Lake, I think, is going to take a timeout after the first foul shot. But Hansen will go to the line. Bears up by 3 with 7.9 seconds left. If he makes them both, it'll be Bear Lake basketball. And he misses the first. So the foul line has not been friendly to either team here in overtime, but especially to Soda Springs, who's missed their opportunities. Hansen will have one more after the timeout. It's a full. Let's just take a 30-second break. 30-second break on the SVI Sports Network.
You have a list of things. None of those things say wander around a warehouse looking for somebody to help you, or walk out not knowing if you got exactly what you need. Nope, you have a list of things, and Ace has them, from the brands you trust. We also have people like Pete who ask the right questions to make sure you get everything you need. Because at Ace, we have our own list, and great service is at the top.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
You're watching Bear Lake basketball on the SVI Sports Network.
49-46, Bear Lake in the lead by 3, 7.9 seconds left in overtime. And Soda Springs out of timeouts. They're at the line. Quentin Hansen's going to have one more foul shot, but they are down by 3. And so, do you play the miss and try to get the rebound and get a 3-point shot? Do you play for the make and then play the foul game and hope Bear Lake misses at the other end? But with 7.9 seconds left, we'll see what the Soda Springs Cardinals do. This crowd, you're going to be able to tell if it goes in. Hansen misses, Crane rebounds. Crane is fouled. Bryson Crane will go to the line at the other end. The Jacobson Mountain Air foul line is going to decide this game.
Hansen picks up his 4th.
As Roberts gave the Bears the 4-point lead a few minutes ago from the Jacobson Mountain Air foul line. Bryson Crane can put this one away with 6.2 seconds left if he makes even one of the two. First one is up and nothing but the bottom of the net for Bryson. 16 points, that ties Cooper Thompson for the game-high lead, who has 16 for Soda Springs. Crane goes 1 for 2. 5 seconds left. Cooper Thompson, Bears will just let him go. He'll shoot the 3, doesn't matter, it's over. Bears win! Overtime, come from behind win. Bears win. Defeat the Soda Springs Cardinals in overtime, 50-46. To go 2-0 against Soda Springs here on the season. Soda took care of Westside. And then comes in here, Bears take care of them, and Soda takes care of Westside again. We'll have a 3-way tie. What a league. It's similar to the girls. Big, big win. The Bears win 50-36 was your final. 50-46 in overtime. Let's just keep it right here and recap it. I'm sure Coach Ward will be up, but Lisa, give us some final stats for the Soda Springs Cardinals.
All right, finishing the night with 16 points was Cooper Thompson. Hansen with 15, 11 for Doc Stetter, 2 for Caleb Thompson, 2 for Teeny, 46 total. 34% overall shooting, 13 out of 31, 41% from the 2-point range. 4 out of 19, that's 21% from the 3-point line, and 8 out of 18, 44% from the free throw line. 29 total rebounds for Soda. On Bear Lake side, 16 for Crane, 10 for Bush, 6 for Flake, 6 for Anderson, 4 for Roberts, 4 for Lloyd. Then we had 2 for Warner, 2 for Wright, with a total of 50 points. They shot 37% overall from the field. They were 15 out of 36 from the 2-point range, which is 41%. 5 out of 18, 27% from the 3-point line. 5 for 16, 31% from the free throw line. Bears finished with 38 rebounds, 26 defensive rebounds, 12 offensive rebounds tonight.
Well, Roberts only scored 4, but they were 4 of the biggest points of the game. He's the one that made the 3-pointer to tie it. He made a foul shot to get the Bears a 4-point lead in overtime, which kind of helped ice the game. Huge night for him. Crane, the leading scorer. Excellent night for him. And especially after going down hard, it looked like a hip injury, Coach Ward on the headset.
Yeah, it's kind of a right side of his back up high and just
he's got a bump there. He's going to be hurting tomorrow for sure. But we had a physician check him out, and he was okay to go back in. So.
When we first went down, I thought it was his head, and we saw a concussion happen earlier in the game, in the JV game with a young man. So that was my first reaction. But then when I saw him limping off, it's good news when you see a limp instead of holding the head on that kind of a play.
Big part of our team, and we need him. So,
well, congratulations, big win, overtime. My heart rate was way up in this one, Coach. I'm sure it was for you too.
Oh yeah, very much so. You can look at the missed layups we had and the missed free throws and all the negative things, but at the end of the day, they have heart. They dug in deep to compete and to pull this off. So I'm super proud of their effort and their teamwork and what they did to pull it out. So
with about a minute left, talk about heart. With about a minute left, Soda had the 3-point lead and the ball in regulation, and looked like I was starting to get into that, okay, this was a fun game, great game for Bear Lake, but tough loss mode, and then just showed a lot of heart, a lot of effort, came back, played some good defense. Roberts makes that 3 with 26 seconds left. You play good enough defense, they can't get the game winner, and instead you get the game winner in overtime. Just what a game, Coach.
It was a lot of fun.
This is what gives you gray hair, though. And if you look at Coach Carlson,
I know, that's what I have to look forward to.
That's where you're headed after a few years. So next week, Aberdeen here on Wednesday?
Correct.
And then you go on the road to
Marsh Valley
on Friday. That one's hopefully going to be a fun one, a friendly one. They're doing retro night over there, so I hope everybody can get out to Marsh Valley. But Aberdeen Wednesday night, let's pack the gym. That was a fun environment here tonight.
That was so much fun.
I know you saw several of these types of games last year sitting in the bleachers, but to be on the sideline for that kind of game, it's got to be a lot of fun.
Yeah, I'm kind of in a zone. I don't really notice it, so that's good.
I know I've talked to a lot of players, and they do. They appreciate the energy that the crowd brings. And at the end of the game there, I didn't even have to call whether the foul shots went in or not for Soda Springs. The crowd let everybody in the tri-state area know when those foul shots missed. So great game, Coach. Congratulations. Thanks for coming up to talk to us, and we'll see you next Wednesday night right back here. Aberdeen comes to town. What can you tell us about Aberdeen?
They live and die by the 3. So all my scouting so far on them, we just got to be able to put pressure out on the perimeter, get a hand in their face, and I like our chances.
So right now, a lot of years, Aberdeen and Malad have kind of been the bottom of the district, and it's been kind of a 3-team race with Soda Springs in 3rd place. This year, Malad's a little bit better. You got the big win over there. Aberdeen's was up last year, had a great year for them, but a little bit back down this year, but not quite as far. In the girls, it's a 3 teams and 2 teams. In the boys, I think it's 5 teams.
Absolutely.
Anybody could beat anybody on any given night. As we saw, this team that you're down 2-0 against beat Westside in Westside by double digits.
Yep. And I asked the coach, how'd you beat them? And he said, we just put a hand in their face. I'm like, we try and do that too.
So great game. Way to get back on the winning track after Wednesday night's tough loss over there in Westside. And we'll see you Wednesday.
Thanks, you.
Coach.
Appreciate you.
All right. So big win for the Bear Lake Bears in overtime. Exciting win, heart-thumping, heart-pounding win. Lisa, your last words.
I really don't have any. I'm exhausted. I'm going to go home and go to bed, and I'm sure these players are too. No, exciting win. The Bears had to fight hard to come back. For me, if I can call a play of the game, I'm going to call that 3-point shot by Taylor Roberts the play of the game, because it brought us back to life. It kept us in the game, and it brought us back to life. And so huge shout out to him, but I thought it was a great effort by everybody.
Yeah, big team win tonight.
Yeah, it was, and it was showed by, the spreading of the scoring. I thought everybody pretty much did a little bit of scoring, and overall just a good night. I thought that they played really well.
All right, we got the headset back on. Nate, your last thoughts, and then let's get out of here.
Honestly, a defensive battle. I think Bear Lake ultimately grinds one out in the end. It's not necessarily the prettiest win I've ever seen, but it counts the same as a pretty win. So at the end of the day, it's one more win. I think a great team effort. They showed a lot of grit, once again, a lot of fight. This team's willing to claw and scrape their way back into games and win these things the hard way or the easy way. I mean, they nothing's given to these guys. They're earning everything they're getting day by day. So honestly, great effort by Bear Lake to get back in it, let alone win it.
All right. So thank you to Chris Pratt back in the studio for all he does. Our awesome cameraman Ray Henry Nate, awesome job producing as always. So for everybody on the SVI network, this is
Nate Matthews,
Lisa Hillier,
and Jared Hillier saying
good night, everybody.